Happy New Year,
Happy
everyone.
New Year. I'm Melissa
I'm Steven.
Roberts, and we just wanted to come out here to do a couple of things. I want to wish you a happy new year, a blessed new year, that God shines his light into your life and all of the dreams and goals that you have, that um, more specifically, that he has been speaking to you about, that you would walk in those things and you would be found diligent and serving others.
And honoring him in all that you do. One of the main things to do is as you go through this year, focus on honoring God, not being known or being famous and all this other things like that, but just honoring God and the things that we do, and that's when the change will come, because He have us here all here for a purpose, not the same purpose, but for a purpose. And everybody have their own particular purpose that they're here for.
Yes, and so hopefully those of you who know us, you know that we also oversee a nonprofit called Rahab's Women and Children's Home. And we are going into our second year with this nonprofit, where we help to transform the lives of homeless women and children.
Yes.
And so this home has provided for the mothers that have come through our homes, our doors, has provided mental health counseling, life and survival skills coaching. We provide financial literacy training and all sorts of training that is going to help these women to get on their feet, get established, get a firm foundation, and be able to live a more permanent lifestyle. Not just for themselves, but for the next generation. And so with that being said, we are a 501c3 nonprofit organization. And so we are always looking for donors and supporters, and most importantly, prayer partners.
Yes.
We cannot do this work without you. We cannot do this work without you. So I'm asking you, if you are looking for a charitable organization to partner with, if you are in the Griffin area and you're looking for an organization to be a part of, to support, just know that there is actually a home in Griffin who houses 5 families at a time. And we're providing housing, support, all of those things. And so we would love for you to walk alongside of us while we go into our second year at this ministry.
Yeah. And even if you not in the Griffin area, but you have a heart and desire to help, because we are in the need of help, prayer, financial gifts, all types of things for these women. Because we know whenever we have an endeavor to do something good and positive for the kingdom, there's always going to be obstacles. So we're asking you to partner with us in helping keep this going, and change the lives of these ladies and their families.
Yes. So just to give you a little bit of information about Rahab's and what we've done in the past 2 years, where we've graduated several women out of the home. This year, 2024, actually, last year, 2024, we moved in a mama who is currently in nursing school. And so we're supporting her through this venture. Any nurses out there, RNs, LPNs, you know that is not an easy task. And so she is allowing us to walk with her as she completes her nursing degree in May of this year. We have another mom who actually enrolled back in school so that she could get her associate's degree. We have moms just are really focused and really diligent in terms of changing their lives. And so if you want to be a part of that, please reach out to us on rahabshouse.org. You can find out more about Rahab's Women and Children's Home there. We would love to partner with you. Again, we cannot do this work by ourselves. Many of you are connected with churches, faith-based organizations, even non-faith-based organizations who's always looking for community charitable organizations to partner with. And so we wanted to come out here and just make you aware that we are still alive and moving and kicking and serving and responding to the needs of homeless women and children. So
do you want to share a little bit quickly about Rahab?
yes, so you might ask, what does that mean? Sometimes people say rehab, but it's Rahab's house, Rahab's Women and Children's Home. And Rahab in the Bible, if you know anything about the scriptures, Rahab was a prostitute and she had a home. The Bible tells us that she housed her family in her home. She took care of her family. But this one particular time, we have two Israelite men who were scouting out the land. She lived in a area of the land where God had promised it to the children of Israel, but they had to go and take the land. And so Rahab's house was actually on the wall that surrounded this land. And so they came to scout it out. It was an evil land at the time. And when the two men of God came, Rahab actually had to secretly hide them because the men of the city knew that they had come. Someone, of course, you know how we are, somebody saw and the word traveled and knew that there were some foreigners in the land. And so their lives were at stake.
Yes.
But Rahab's not even, she had known and heard about God, but she was not, she worshiped many gods. And so she was not familiar in terms of the worship of these men, but she had seen, well, she had heard and seen about how God had brought the children out of Egypt, and he had done so many miraculous and wonderful things.
Yes.
And so that word traveled as well. And so she secretly hid the men in her home at the top of the home. Said she hid them on her roof. And she asked them, she told them, you know, the best way to go in order to flee and be to safety. But she asked them, she said, if I, you know, hide you and we're able to save your lives, will you save my family? And the men of God said, if you keep your word, then yes. And so her family was spared. And actually Rahab ended up in the genealogy of Jesus Christ. So she changed her life. She created an opportunity to advance not just her life, but the next generation of people in her family. And so that is where our name comes from, Rahab's Women and Children's Home. These women are in the process of changing their lives, changing their mindsets,
and changing generations.
And so if you'd like to be a part of that, we'd love for you to partner with us. Reach out to us at rahabshouse.org. You can contact us at telephone number 770-468-5671, or you can reach us by email at info@rahabshouse.org.
Right.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, guys.
Happy New Year again. Peace.
Peace.
We love you.